Just a few days post Manny's performance, can you reflect on it again? I know you've talked about it.
Thought he got better as the game went on. I talked to him a lot about, I tried to, you try to, no matter who it is, whether it's Taylor. I remember Mike Berkovici's first game. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
What game was it?
It was after the SC game, you mean?
It was the UCLA,
UCLA game.
drumming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It was the one where they were hanging over the rail, telling me,
Yeah.
telling me
That
what
old lady,
a great guy I was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I agreed with him. But, obviously there's lots of things we can do to get better. Every person that starts new is going to go through that. The biggest thing is, you made a mistake. If I'd have scripted it, I think it was scripted pretty well. A little bit too, I'm not going to say, well, oh yeah, it was just no problem. We weren't worried. You always, in a game, I mean, we expected to do what we did the last 7 series. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And you got to give them credit. But yeah, he was solid. I mean, he was kind of, when he threw that interception, he told Coach, he said, I thought Coach would come in. I didn't say anything to him because I just, you have to go through that. But he didn't put it in jeopardy again. But also, we don't want to get, you can't be ultra conservative either. Does that make sense?
Sure,
So
sure.
it's just learning the system. But at the end of the day, we all got to learn. There's lots of things that we can learn and get better up front. But the good news is we got some really good people to do it with. But we got to get it going in quick because the team we're playing is really good. So.
He seems, and just one follow-up, really grateful to be in this spot. Do you
Yeah.
get that from him?
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, man. I mean, and how he's handled this, how Brady's handled this. They're just, man, it makes me proud to be their coach. I think that the thing I don't want them doing. You can't go out there and try not to mess up. You just got to go out there and put it in the left lane, put the hammer down. That's the way you got to do it. And there's 2 types of players: guys going out there trying not to mess up, and guys going out there just playing, just turn loose playing. So we've got to do that, and it's a learning process, and it's good to learn and win. So that was good. But my deal is just like on defense. I mean, yeah, there were lots of things, but we gave up 13 points. That's really positive. What really was positive to me is that when we got down there and it got 4th and 1 and those are great things to get, and winning and improving those. It's 2 things we got to improve on: our effort, and we want better effort than we've ever had here. We've always had good effort, but we want it better than that. And then we want to eliminate the critical errors. And so I think that's something I feel good. I think we got better every snap in the play, in the game. And yes, we're young in positions, and we're going to have to develop in a hurry.
Todd, you said after the game that you thought Manny managed it well. Is that sort of a baseline for what you're wanting to see from him so early in the process, and then you just build
Well,
on it?
really, just being honest with you, what I want to see is just score every time, and I'd be happy, But no, really, I mean, like, it's not just that. Like, I'm kind of talked to those guys from my standpoint. I've coached quarterbacks, I've called offenses, I've done all that. But I've been mostly a defensive guy who's made his living off quarterbacks. And so when I watch them, I kind of talk to them from that standpoint, is that you can't just manage the game. You got to make plays, right? And you got to distribute the ball. Part of managing the game is distributing the ball where it's supposed to be. And he'll get better and better and better at that. The good thing is that he's got a lot of athleticism. We ran the ball 271 yards into 7, 8, 9-man boxes. So that was, I guess, a positive there. But then, man, big plays by Nikhil, big plays by Kalen Ballage. I mean, doesn't matter to me how we win, as long as we win. But how we executed the last 7 series, if we can build upon that in the next game, that's going to be great.
Speaking as a defensive coach, what challenges jump out at you about this next opponent and what they're capable of doing on offense?
Well, the quarterback is as good as we're going to play against. The best guy in the world is who you're playing next. You've figured that out yet? But this guy is really Mahomes is a special quarterback. I mean, he is. I think they had the number 1 offense or passing offense in the country last year. very talented at receiver, they're replacing three or four new offensive linemen, I believe. It's three or four? Three. Three new offensive linemen. And so they've got a young line, but they got a really, really experienced quarterback. And their system is one that is very true to the air raid. It's very true. So it goes really fast, and they screen you from sideline to sideline, roll this way, throw it back over here. It's a very different type of football from what you normally play, and because even like the different teams are different, but this team is more like Washington State, except I think more talented as far as in the skill position. So this is definitely a formidable opponent for us, a challenge for us, because their strength is a challenge for us, but that's what we do, is rise to the challenge. And then obviously we've got to manage snaps. We played 80 snaps again on defense the other night. A lot of that's us not getting off the field, but some of it is we got to be more efficient. So if we'll run the ball, play action pass, and then when we operate efficiently on offense, we don't turn the ball over. Every time you turn the ball over, you're going to play 5 less plays on offense. So I think we played 79 plays on offense and 80 plays on defense the other night. And so we don't want it to be that way. We want it to be about 65 to 70, and then 85 on offense. So that's what we're kind of shooting for. So that's going to be big in this game, keeping guys fresh. And, we got to play well. No doubt this is a big step up this week in competition. And again, I got nothing but respect for NAU. They did a great job. They did a great job coaching. Those guys are going to win a lot of football games. So they were a very good team and gave us all we wanted. But we're on to Tech, and Tech's a challenge. Their quarterback is special. He is really, really difficult. You got to keep him in check, and it's a challenge.
Do you expect to have Liu this week?
Yes. He practiced today, so. Ami's back. We'll know more about Christian tomorrow. He was just very limited walking around today. Who else? Hopefully we'll have Salamo. We'll see. JJ will be. I don't know yet. We'll see.
How much will having Liu back there help you guys?
It helped us a lot. He's really, really, really smart, and does a great job. So.
Mahomes is relatively mobile.
Losing Marcus Ball hurts.
Mahomes is relatively mobile for that.
He's really mobile.
Right, and so what challenges are associated with that in the air raid?
He's a there's a guy named Case Keenum. You probably don't know who that is, but there's a guy named Case Keenum who is the best I've ever played against in the air raid, and I mean good. And this kid's in the ballpark with him, and that's because I'm not going to ever say anybody's better than him, because he was really, really good. So this guy is a guy that really has a great understanding of the system, and he's big. He's 230-something pounds. He's 6'3", and he's got, he just flicks it. I mean, and he can throw it 40 yards like that, so, and he's got really good receivers. And so we've got to do a good job. The biggest thing for us is just keeping it in front of us, making them earn it. Don't give up balls over the top. And so that's going to be the challenge, and score.
Is Mo Chandler on his way back?
Yeah. Mo was available last week. He's just, I think, close now to being healthy, and just now he needs practice reps to get where he know what he's doing.
What did you think of Nikhil's performance on Saturday?
Really good. Especially good considering that he barely knows what he's doing because he's just learning. But he's a guy that I like the explosiveness that I've seen from him, the toughness, and I tell you, I like his mental maturity that he's showing. He's just staying grounded, staying humble, and so he doesn't need a lot of attention. He just needs to keep working.
What about the rest of the freshmen that are making
Robbie, I think Robbie Robinson is a guy that has really exceeded my expectations at this point. I think Chase Lucas is a guy that's going to play before the season's out. He just keeps getting better every day. A guy that can help us. Both those guys have been really good. Kyle Williams is going to play. I mean, and, 4 years from now, I wish I redshirted every one of those guys, but I really think that they'll end up playing by conference.
What do you think of Marcus Ball's performance? You said losing him or hurt him.
I thought Marcus played his best game up until that play, and it was just a deal. We got to do a better job coaching them. Keep your eyes up. Just keep your head out of it, and you're good. It wasn't a deal where he hit him in the head. It was a deal where he hit him in the chest, but he hit with the crown of his helmet, which is, it was the right call, and it's about safety. So.
But before that, he seemed to be flying around, being really involved.
Yeah, really did. He was very active. He's big. He's a 6'3", 6'4" guy, 220 pounds out there in space, and it's hard to throw screens. So it's going to be it hurts us losing him in the first half.